Welcome back. Time for a quick take. Travis Kelce. Here he is showing off the moves at camp, beating Alohi Gilman clean in a one-on-one route. J-Mac, you think he still got it?
He definitely still has it. This is that local YMCA, somebody's uncle pulled up, and you're looking at him, you're like, nah, I don't think he can still do it. Then he gets in the lane, pump fake, step through, the elite footwork. Travis Kelce definitely still has it. He's been doing this slow motion juke move since I was in the league, and he is still doing it successful against Alohi Gilman, who is a good safety in this league.
J-Mac, the problem is it's so slow, there's no world in which the defender thinks it's a double move.
Absolutely. Ball got to come out. Nah, he's wide open. It's a first down. That's Travis Kelce
The
for you.
acceleration up the sideline. Yeah, Travis Kelce still got it entering the 2026 season. Since we've been breaking down schedules all preseason long, we decided that it's a good time to look at the Kansas City Chiefs. So, Canty, you've got the touchscreen at your disposal. Let's go through it, weeks 1 all the way through 18.
No man should have all that power. Okay, let's go with the Denver Broncos. Week 1, Monday Night Football. It's rare that the Kansas City Chiefs have an opener in which everybody looks at them and says that this is a measuring stick game for them and not the other team. But I'm going to give the Kansas City Chiefs the win. Both quarterbacks coming off of off seasons dealing with injuries. I'm going to give the Chiefs the win out the gate here. When it comes to week 2 against the Indianapolis Colts, I'm not a believer in them people. Win for the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll go ahead and rattle off 2 more wins against the Dolphins and the Raiders. Chiefs get to the bye week 4-0 undefeated. Coming off of the bye against the LA Chargers, I'm going to give them the win here. But then
6-0.
Then this 5-0. But the schedule stiffens a little bit. Defending champs, tough place to play in Seattle against the 12s. Loss here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Loss against the Denver Broncos, got them split in the season series. Win against the Jets, because that's what everybody does. Win against the Falcons, who the hell is their quarterback. Win against the Cardinals, you could ask the same question. And then, of course, with the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, I'm going to say it's a loss because the Chiefs never beat the Bills in the regular season. I'm going to say a loss against the LA Rams. The Rams have an advantage, a one-day rest advantage in that matchup. Cincinnati Bengals, I'm going to give the Chiefs the benefit of the doubt and give them the win on the road in Cincinnati. Tough to compete against a physical Patriots team with Mike Vrabel. I'm going to give the Chiefs a loss there. And then when it comes to the 49ers, they'll probably be the 48ers at that point in the schedule. So we're going to go with a win for the Chiefs, split with the Chargers. So that's a loss in week 17, a win against the Raiders, and they got an 11-6 wild card team in the playoffs.
Okay. I mean, I got to give you credit. You've done this exercise faster than anybody that's been up at the touchscreen, so bravo on that. 11-6. You have them as your AFC West champion?
No. I've got them as a wild card team.
Okay, so who's your AFC West champion?
The Denver Broncos.
All right. What do you think, J-Mac?
The first game to me is the one that's most compelling because you have a Broncos team whose defense is dominant, returning a lot of people. Lost out Jim Leonard, their DB coach. That's the one that I have my eye on. I have that one going to Denver out the gates just because of the returning defense. But this looks good. For me, it's these tough games where you have a stretch right here for Kansas City where Bills, Rams, Bengals, Patriots, 49ers, Chargers. Like, that's a grueling way to end the season with that many opponents. So the fact that they're stacking wins early, that's going to be important before they get to that part of the schedule.
Yeah, I got them 2-5 in that stretch, J-Mac.
No, for sure.
Okay.
I'm okay, but I'm just like, that's going to be a huge stretch. So starting out 5-0 is almost essential for what they're going to go through at this point.
Well, there's a couple of things. I also have them 11-6, but not the same way. I would switch the Patriots and the Bengals. So that's, the Patriots and the Niners. I apologize. Patriots and Niners. I would switch those two. I think the most important thing, though, for this entire schedule, the first games. Okay, so obviously they have 3 straight byes here. But if you look at it, I think when you start 5-0, we have a ridiculous narrative. For some reason, the Chiefs are no longer a big-time team. I don't understand it for the life of me. As long as Mahomes is upright, which right now he is, and Andy Reid is coaching, and Travis Kelce's looking like Jason just showed, and also, thank God, Eric Bieniemy's family seems to be safe, and he is there.
Yeah.
That's a huge factor because we could sit there and Jason experienced this with the Patriots. Josh McDaniels may not be for everyone. He's certainly for that organization. Eric Bieniemy may not be for everyone. He's certainly for that organization. You look at so many of the keys with that team over the last however many years, he was a part of it. But I think right here, they start off this way. We are back to the appropriate conversation, which is Mahomes, the Chiefs, and everyone else. We need that as football fans, I think. They deserve to be back on top. Now, one other thing. That November 26th game at the Bills, the loser of that game wins in the playoffs. I'm going to say it again. The loser of that game wins in the playoffs. I don't think both these teams will beat the other one twice this season, and I assume they'll play in the playoffs because they always seem to play in the playoffs.
As you talk about like Kansas City being back, do you have them winning the division?
Yes.
So you have them winning the division.
Yeah.
You've got the Broncos as the wild card
So
team?
you got the winner of the AFC West at 11-6?
Well, because of how many good teams there are. You think it's going to be
Beating each
more?
other.
3 good teams.
Yeah, there's 3 teams that could win double-digit games in the AFC West. Let me rephrase. There are 3 teams that are expecting to win double-digit games.
But we
in the
had
AFC
3
West.
teams in the NFC West win double-digit games. Each of them won 12 or more. We had the Seattle Seahawks win 14 last year. The 49ers and the Rams both won 12.
Right, but if
so
you look at
it's
this-
possible that you could have a division that is stacked and the winner of that division win more than 11 games.
But here's the thing I would say to you. If I told you the final 4 of the NFL season this year would be on the Chiefs' schedule, would you believe it? Because I would. Think about the options you would then have. The Chiefs and the Broncos, obviously. You have the Chargers in the mix. You have the
Seahawks,
Patriots.
Rams.
You have the Seahawks. You have the Rams. So, I mean, think about how many good teams they're playing
Absolutely.
here.
But as you spoke about them, I wanted to make sure when you say 5-0, now we have a team contending, well, they better be winning their division if you feel that strongly from the outset. Not to say they can't do it from a wild card spot, but if you're that confident in them going in, my problem with the Chiefs is that it's not that I don't still think the Chiefs are really good, but I believe that the Chargers and the Broncos are going to be that good in their division.
Well,
too.
with the Chargers, I believe it when I see it with them.
That's fair.
I won't argue that.
Denver Broncos
I won't
are
argue that.
interesting. Going with it, Sean Payton has had an opportunity to firmly establish his program, being there going into his 4th season. That defense is rolling, 4th year with Vance Joseph. Continuity, you already mentioned that. I think with the Denver Broncos, seeing what those weapons, right? Cortland Sutton,
Waddle.
Matt Bryant, Jalen Waddle, and then R.J. Harvey in the backfield. I want to see what that trio is, and I'm projecting when it comes to the Broncos winning the division because I think that group will take a step forward.
Yes.
If that doesn't happen, then the
They'll be
doors are
ready.
ajar for the Kansas City Chiefs to return back to AFC West supremacy
Yes.
and potentially being at the top of the conference by the time we kick off the postseason.
Okay, so from 6-11 to 11-6. That's what you've got for the
Yeah, we're gonna
Kansas
flip
City
that
Chiefs.
thing, yeah.
I like it.